Alright, so we are now in the continent of Africa. So we're going to briefly go over the geography of Africa. The test for this unit, make sure you're listening, the test for this unit is going to be on the capitals and the country. So you got to match the country to the capitals in that country. And what you're going to do is you're going to have only, instead of having all of the countries, you're going to have 34 countries to identify. So you're not going to have all of them. I'll give you the list today. Quickly, let's go over some stuff. You can see here's a satellite view. You can see here, this would be where your green is, obviously, so there's more vegetation there. You can see up here, this is going to more than likely be, hopefully you're getting this, desert. Down here, you got more rocky and mountainous areas, the darker areas, okay? Africa's size, you got 4,600 miles wide and 5,000 miles long. You can see these countries. The United States would fit in there. The United States, India, Argentina, Europe, that's a continent. New Zealand and China would all fit inside of Africa. It's the second largest continent, 10% of the world's population, and 2 times the size of the United States. So it is a large area. You got a bunch of bodies of water: Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, Nile River, Congo River, Niger River, Chad Lake, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Orange River, etc. So it's tons of water, tons of bodies of water. You got the longest river in the world, the Nile River. Okay, you can see it there. It starts and goes up there, starts here, and goes up into near the Mediterranean Sea. You got the Congo River Basin, 12%. It covers 12% of the continent. Extends over 9 different countries. Okay, 99% of the country of Zaire is in the Congo Basin. You got the Niger River Basin that runs from over here. You can see it, 7.5% of the continent, and extends to over 10 countries. They're big on hydroelectric power. You can see this might be a little hard to see, but all over the continent there are large dams that power the electric system in the countries. Bunch of different mountains. You should have probably heard of at least this one right here, Mount Kilimanjaro. Is a fairly large mountain. And you also have Mount Kenya, the Atlas Mountains up there right near Spain. Okay, you can see Spain is up here if you're trying to connect the dots. Bunch of different plateau cuts Africa. You can see this line cuts it into 2 parts. Okay, like I said earlier, you're going to have a bunch of deserts. You should have hopefully heard at least of the Sahara Desert, and then you got deserts down here. Down here on the southmost country is South Africa, which we're going to focus on when we do our DBQ at the end, our database question. You got the Sahara Desert, not dessert. You can see here's people, and then here's the desert. They've basically tried to live right where the desert is. An example of that in America would be Las Vegas. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, it's basically a desert, and they put a city there. Okay, there's another area. You got the shell right here where the mouse is, and Sahara Desert above it. Then you got the major countries, again, South Africa, which we're going to focus on later, is down there. Here's your major valley right here, Great Rift Valley. And you can see the pictures here, 3,000 miles long. It stretches all the way down there. Seismic activity in Africa, hopefully you know that's earthquake type stuff. You can see where there's the most seismic activity. It is a tropical continent. You got Tropic of Capricorn, Tropic of Cancer, and then the equator through the middle. Hopefully you know that through the equator it gets more humid, and that's where the tropical part comes in. But you can see how large it is. It stretches between all those 3 lines of demarcation. Trade winds, we haven't talked a lot about this, but you can see warm air comes through the middle, cold air on the ends. You can see off the coast of West Africa is where they have a problem with hurricanes. Okay, vegetation zone where it's best, obviously not in the deserts. It would not be best to grow crops in the desert, so you would not be able to. Right here we're going to look at is the rainforest. Okay, you can see up to 17 feet of rain, covers 37 countries. And then lastly, you got Mount Kilimanjaro. Talk to you later.